You may see a crowd at least this big back in Raleigh in just a few weeks after last year's massive rally for education. Teachers are starting to ask to take off the 1st of May this year. That could mean your kids will be out of school that day, too. CBS 17's Michael Hyland has a look at why teachers say they have unfinished business. Michael.
Thousands of teachers left their schools last May, calling for things like better pay and more resources for the classroom. Now, many of them are marking their calendars again for May 1st.
Enough is enough!
In this crowd of thousands, Wake County teacher Kim Mackey hoped she'd send a message to state leaders.
There's a lot of things that we're doing that we shouldn't have to do all by ourselves.
Teachers called for better pay, more money for supplies, and they will again this year on May 1st. They'll also call for more support staff and expanding Medicaid. Mackey told me about the pay freezes she's had and spending her own money to buy her students notebooks.
And we've been doing that for the best interest of our students. We need other people aside from us looking out for their best interest as well.
North Carolina recently moved from 37th in the country to 29th for average teacher pay. Mark Jewell, head of the North Carolina Association of Educators, says state leaders should have done more after last year's rally.
The goal then was to get folks to the ballot box and to change the policymakers on November the 6th, which we did.
I talked to Republican State Rep David Lewis.
They're asking teachers to take a day off, abandon their classrooms to come up here, which is their right to do, but to advocate for Medicaid expansion. Clearly, this is a Democratic leftist front.
Our school districts are still starving. We're starving for resources.
Parents I talked to said they think teachers can make up the time missed if schools are closed again this year.
If they are lacking things in the classroom, that means that the kids are not getting what they need.
I think teachers want to be heard. I think that's one of our challenges in education.
Thousands of them aim to be heard when they take the streets once again. I checked in with all of the largest school districts in our area today. They all told me they're monitoring how many teachers request off for May 1st, so it's still not clear yet when the local school boards will decide whether to have classes that day for students.